Raven ELYSE TV.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven and welcome to part 2 of this makeup look. If you missed part 1, that's where I did my foundation and my base for acne coverage, all using drugstore products. So if you're interested in that acne coverage, then check out part 1. The link will be down below, but for now, let's just jump right into the eyes. Okay, so moving on to brows, I have all Maybelline Brow Precise products. I have the pencil, I have the little powder palette, and I have the little like brow gel. So I'm gonna start off with the pencil. I think Maybelline makes pretty good brow products and they have a wide variety of different types of things depending on how you like your brows to look. So I'm just gonna pencil in the shape first. Now I'm just gonna go in with some of this powder right here and just like fill it in. And now I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer like gel stuff and go over it just to kind of darken it a little bit. This is in the color Deep Brown, and to set the brow hairs in place you could use just clear brow gel. ELF makes a really good clear brow gel, but if you want a little bit of extra oomph, this has color to it. I really have not been into carving out my eyebrows with concealer anymore. I don't know, I kind of just like the way it looks when they're not carved out, a little bit more messy and bushy, I guess. But if you do like to carve out your eyebrows with concealer, the LA Girl Pro Concealer is really good for that because it has like the little brush at the end, so you can really easily paint it on and then blend it out. And it also has a good like thicker consistency to it, to where it won't be too runny and watery and make a mess. It can like get those really precise, crisp lines around your brows. So if you're into that, I recommend this concealer for that. But moving on to the eyes, I did get some new products, some new purchases. So I got some NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I used to do actually a winged cat eye eyeliner like every day. That was my everyday look. Like in my earlier years in college, like freshman, sophomore year in college, I would wear cat eye every day. And my go-to eyeliner was the Wet n Wild liquid liner. But like, do they even make that eyeliner anymore? Did they change it? I didn't see it and I haven't used it in a while, and I think I remember people saying that they changed the formula on it and it's not as good. So I don't know about the Wet n Wild liquid one. I couldn't find it, but I did find this. I've never tried it before, but I feel like I've heard good things about it. I also got these two little eye products from Wet n Wild. I was trying to like give Wet n Wild a chance because I really haven't ever tried much of anything from them besides their eyeliner that I used to always use. And typically when it comes to like eye stuff for drugstore, like eyeshadows, I tend to go towards NYX. Like I have this NYX eyeshadow palette that has some really pretty warm tones in it. I have some other NYX eyeshadow palettes, and I wanted to kind of switch it up and not use NYX and try Wet n Wild because it is one of like the most affordable brands. So I got this little glitter thing. It's like a, I don't know, it's like glitter and Vaseline mixed together is the best way I can describe it, but I used it in my bridal makeup video and I actually really liked it when I used it in that video, so I might use this again today. But I also got this eyeshadow palette. I got like the rainbow colorful one because I wanted to see how their pigmentation would be, and I never buy stuff like this, so when it comes time for me to do a colorful look, I'm like digging through my stuff like what can I use. So I don't know if this is even going to be any good. These are bold colors and sometimes it's hard to get like the pigmentation, and for this like this was probably like $3 or something, so we gonna see. So this yellow one says brow bone. Underwhelming. Let's see this one. This is the one I was interested in. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now let's see the really dark blue to see how truly dark it will come off. Streaky, powdery, not as pigmented as I would like it to be. So, you know. So to start off with, on my eyes, I am going to use my NYX Lingerie eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to start off with like this tone and this tone just to get some depth on my eyes. And I'm using the new Real Techniques brushes. It's Faux Blue Squirrel Hair. Get into this. So I did originally plan on using like some of the blue colors, but I feel like I'm just really gonna ruin it because these eyeshadows aren't that great and I'm not that great with colorful eyeshadows. So I'm going to play it safe and I'm just going to make this look a little bit more pink by using this pink shade right here and put that just kind of over on top of everything. Okay, so now we got that pink kind of on there and blown out, and I've got some of the darker shades from the NYX palette in the crease to give some depth. I really want something metallic for the lid. So I got two new drugstore highlighters. I got the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the color Precious Petals. I've been using this for a couple months now. I actually really like it. A lot of people talk about these because it is a really good bang for your buck. This is one thing that Wet n Wild definitely did right. I'm not a fan of their foundation, not really a fan of their eyeshadows, but this highlighter is really good. But then I also went to Ulta and I got this Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked highlighter because I wanted to get something that was very like white, bright, intense, just for like to see if I needed to intensify this one when I hadn't tried it yet. And I had never tried anything from Makeup Revolution before, but again, it's another like affordable like drugstore type of brand that you can get at Ulta. But like, it's really, I don't know how I feel about this highlighter. It's not really a flattering shade for me, which I should have known by looking at it in the pan. But what I am gonna do is take the Wet n Wild highlighter and take it on a wet flat shader brush. So I'm just gonna spray it with whatever I have on hand just to dampen it, and go ahead and use this as a lid shade for my eyes. I'm bringing this down into my inner corner as well, and I'm really just blurring out and blowing out the edges and just trying to make it look a little bit more dramatic, I guess, because I'm trying not to be basic. I'm looking a little bit like I got punched in the face in both eyes right now. Oh, and I also have these Wet n Wild brushes. This one has something on it. But yeah, that Wet n Wild has these cute little pink and white brushes for like 50 cents, 90 cents or something like that, and they work pretty good. I'm gonna go back with that same NYX shade that we were using with one of these Wet n Wild brushes and go for my lower lash line. Now I'm going to use the little Wet n Wild glitter gooey stuff. I don't know, like, what is the name of this? It doesn't have a name on it, but it's just like a little sticky glitter stuff. And I guess it just kind of works best with your finger. So I'm gonna add some of this onto my lid. Just tap it on. So it's definitely not super intense or super like packing glitter on. It just gives you like a little sparse sparkle. But it is like sticky, so I feel like it would be good to layer other glitters on top. So I have this NYX glitter in the color Bronze. And I'm just gonna try and pick some of this up with the little brush and pack this on top. Ooh, now that's intense. And it's sticking really well to the Wet n Wild stuff. So yeah, that definitely just put the Wet n Wild glitter to shame, completely covered it up, and it's just outshining the Wet n Wild glitter. The Wet n Wild glitter did look really pretty though on its own on top of the gold shimmer metallic shadow that I used in my bridal makeup look when I used it before. So it does add like a cute little sparkle on top of something that's already like gold and shimmery. But like, if you want it to be like this, then you might just use it as like a sticky glitter base. And then definitely these NYX glitters work really well. And honestly, on camera, it's not even doing it justice, like, at all. So I'm just gonna go in with my other crease brush and try to like clean it up a little bit. But now I kind of feel like I have glitter all over my face. I mean, can you tell I'm making this up as I go along? I feel like I just keep adding layers and layers of stuff and the look just keeps changing. Okay, so next I'm gonna try and do my winged eyeliner with the NYX liquid liner. So there's my eyeliner done. I definitely like this eyeliner. I think it's very black. I think it has a good consistency. I love the little thin brush. It has a really nice brush on it. It's definitely hard to get a really solid liquid eyeliner on top of glitter because the glitter is getting mixed in, so it's not like as solid as it could be, but I don't think that that's really the eyeliner's fault. Okay, so now it's time for lashes, and I have a bunch of options. These are really not even all of my drugstore options that I have a bunch more in my lash drawer, but I feel like I've just been like collecting lashes over the past few months. Like, I don't know why. I haven't been wearing them, but I've been buying them. So of course I have some from Ardell, definitely one of the best tried and true drugstore lash brands. So I have like their wispy 113s, which are some of my favorite long, very wispy, piecey lashes. Then I have number 207 Double Up. So these are like thicker. I don't think I've ever tried this style before. Then I have the Ardell Faux Mink, which are like their newer line, and they're meant to give like that really fluffy, lightweight mink lash look, but it's faux mink and it's more affordable. Number 811 is like a tapered style, so very short in the inner corners and then tapers out for like a cat eye. But also in terms of drugstore lashes, I have really started to like the Allure brand by Vegas Nay, and this is the Luxe Collection Bronze Beauty, and these are very fluffy, wispy, chunky, faux mink type of look, like just kind of a little bit more dramatic and just very fluffy. Okay, so I have all these lash options and I really don't know which one to use, so I'm gonna go on Instagram Live right now. I'm starting my live video. Okay guys, so I'm actually filming right now. We're live, we're filming. Can you see the camera there? You can see right here. I'm filming a makeup tutorial. I'm in the middle of it, well, kind of towards the end of it, and I am doing a drugstore look, and I have all these drugstore lashes. So you guys have to help me choose which lashes to use. So vote for the ones you like. So far, everybody is saying something different. I don't really see one. Oh, y'all want to see what my eye makeup looking like? Let's see. We have some glitter. We have a cat eye. 113. Okay, like everyone's saying 113 now, so I guess I'll just go with that. Okay, so everybody on Instagram Live said I should use the Ardell 113s. For me, I was probably either gonna pick the Allure ones or the Ardell ones. I feel like these ones, these are definitely, I want to say, cheaper. So I'm just gonna go off camera real quick and apply. Oh, wait a minute. I feel like we should try the mascara first. Usually I try not to do my mascara first before my lashes, but in the case of this mascara, which is supposed to like give you crazy results, I want you guys to be able to like actually see the results. So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. They really trying it with trying to look like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This one, wow, this one instantly feels so much heavier than the drugstore one, like the L'Oreal one compared to, and this is brand new and this is old and I probably should throw this away, but it feels so heavy. Like, that's crazy. Like, you can just tell the quality of the packaging, I guess. So they do look very similar with the metallic pink. I really do like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I do think that it gives you crazy full long lashes. I think it is worth the hype. It definitely has been one of my favorite mascaras. So let's see if this L'Oreal Lash Paradise stands a chance. So the brushes are definitely very similar. You almost can't tell them apart. Okay, so this is with like 2 coats of the mascara on, like the amount that I would normally do with any other mascara, and I definitely like this mascara. It gives you like a very like lots of lashes look. Like it really separates each lash, and like it makes it look like I have so many more lashes, if that makes sense. Like, it fills it up. So definitely when they say it's voluminous and it gives you volume, I definitely think that that is true. It's also just like very black and very thick, so it just gives you like that volume. I think it's really nice. I think it's just like maybe a step below the actual Too Faced one. I still feel like Too Faced works a little bit better, but this is definitely giving it a run for its money, and for the price difference, I would definitely recommend this. I would definitely wear it on its own if I did not want to wear false lashes. If I am wearing false lashes, I do still like to use my L'Oreal Telescopic. I've been using this for a long time, And I feel like I would still use this mascara with false lashes because I like to put on my falsies first, then just go over it with a light coat of this. And the way that the wand is on this one, very, very skinny, it's just easy like not to mess up your falsies or like clump up and clunk up your falsies. This I feel like would really mess up your falsies and just be too much and too thick and too just like messy. So I would only use this on its own, and I would still use L'Oreal Telescopic for, you know, with falsies and for my lower lashes. I wouldn't try to use this on my lower lashes. So I'm still gonna try and put on the number 113 lashes on top of this mascara. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and use my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara for my lower lashes because like I said, the brush is just a lot better and cleaner for that. All right, we are done with the eyes for now. Now let's go back to the face, which is really my favorite part, finishing off the face. So I got this Wet n Wild, once again, a lot of Wet n Wild stuff. This is their Mega Glow contouring palette. I was interested in this because the contour shade, like, it looked eye, maybe a little bit too warm, maybe more of a bronzer for me. But this yellow powder, I love yellow powders like this to brighten up the under eye. So let's go ahead and take some of this and put it on the under eye area. Of course, we already set it with powder before, but this is just to like brighten it up now that we have all the eyeshadows on. And now for like this contour shade, which might be more of a bronzer on me. Let's see. I haven't tried this yet. Let's start with the cheeks. Yeah, so it's kind of more of a bronzer. We'll do like a mix between bronzing and contouring. So I am kind of putting it in the hollows of my cheeks, but I'm spreading it onto more of the apples of my cheeks just to give my face some overall color. So yeah, definitely way too warm tone to be like a contour on me. But I still like it. I think it's still pretty. Bringing some up onto the temples and the forehead. Darken it a little bit. Match my chest a little bit. Simply because I don't really have much of anything else to use. I am still going to use this shade to contour my nose. Normally I would like to use something that is more cool tone than this, but we're gonna try it and see if we can make it work and just see if I can carve out my nose a little bit with this same shade. And I do like this yellow brightening shade. I'm gonna add a little bit on my chin and here and down the top of my nose. Yeah, so this is not bad. I actually like this little duo, especially for the price. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off my lips so you guys can stop looking at my crusty foundation lips. Okay, so for blush, I got two new blushes. I have a Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the color Blush, I think. And then I got a new Milani Baked blush in the color Rose de Oro, which means rose of gold, I'm pretty sure. You guys know I have always had my Milani Luminoso blush, but this was the only shade that I had ever tried from Milani, and this is really pretty nice, light, glowy blush, but I wanted to try a different shade, so I got this one, which is a bit darker. I've used it before. It's definitely more of a dark, deep, like very rosy pink blush, so I feel like it might be a little bit harsh. Also, it is very glowy because it has that gold reflect in it, and because I have a lot of texture on my skin right now, I don't really want to use a glowy blush that's going to make that texture look even worse. So I really like the color of this Wet n Wild blush. I just think it really suits my skin tone. It's a nice, just medium, not too harsh but not too light kind of color, and it is a matte blush, so it's not going to draw attention to any texture on my face. I feel like you get good color payoff with this blush. It's not overly pigmented to where it's hard to use, but it definitely has pigment to it, like if you can see that. So I feel like Wet n Wild is doing really well with their cheek products. Like, I like their blush, I like their highlight. Everyone loves their highlight, and I actually like this little contour thing too. Oh, and I actually had a third highlighter that I forgot that I bought. This is the LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in 80 watt, and I feel like I saw Nikki Tutorials talk about this and say that she really liked it, so that's why I got all three of these different brands for highlighters. And I thought this was going to be a really pretty shade because it's kind of similar to this one. I like kind of that rose gold shade, but I tested this out and girl, it was so chunky and powdery and just like no, like, and it was just very dusty looking. Like, I feel like it does have shine to it, but when you can see it in real life, it just looks very dusty and powdery. So this was like an automatic no from me. So between the Makeup Revolution one and the Wet n Wild one, I definitely would go for Wet n Wild. I feel like this one is good, but it's just not a good color for me. So maybe I'll use a little bit of this on my nose just because I like my nose highlights to be really blinding and bright. So I might mix some of this in, but I'm really just going to use the Wet n Wild one. So I'm going to spray my brush first just to get maximum effect. But see, you definitely get results from this highlighter. It's a very, very pretty highlighter. I love this shade. It's definitely blinding. You could definitely build it up. I'm gonna put a little bit right here, trying to avoid my textured areas. And then I am gonna take my smaller brush to do my nose. Down the bridge of my nose, you guys know the drill. And then I like to put a lot on the tip of my nose right here. So I feel like that's pretty dang blinding on its own. I really wouldn't typically have to layer anything on, but just for funsies, I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution white looking highlighter and add a little bit of extra. See, I'm not even sure if that cranked it up at all because I feel like it was already cranked up to full speed, you know, but maybe it just cranked it up a tiny bit more. I think I will take a little bit of this and put it on my brow bone though. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this to crank up my inner corner. So yeah, I do like this Makeup Revolution highlighter, but I think I would more so use it on my eyes and stuff and not really use it on my cheek because of the shade. I have to see if they have other shades and if I can find a better shade for my cheeks, but it's definitely blinding. It definitely works. Oh, I was about to move on to lips, but I just remember I forgot to tight line my eyes. So I have a Rimmel London Kohl Kajal Scandalize waterproof pencil eyeliner in a black color just so I can tight line up here to really blend in my lash line. I'm not sure how Rimmel London's liquid eyeliner is, but their pencil eyeliners are actually really, really good. Okay, so now moving on to lips, I have some Milani products. I have two lip liners. I have number 3 Nude and number 9 Spice, which you guys know I love Spice lip liners. And then I have a lipstick in the color 69 Matte Beauty, but Zaya, she got to it. She didn't open it luckily, but she started like, I don't know, I feel like she like somehow was able to roll it up inside the tube and it got like smushed at the top. So it looks like I've been using this and like eating it, but I've actually never used it before. So I'm still gonna try and use it today. So there's the lip liner. I really like these Milani lip liners. They have really good color payoff. They're very creamy, but they're very matte and they stay in place. Okay, and it looks like this lipstick actually matches the Spice lip liner like perfectly. So just to clean up the lipstick a little bit, I'm gonna take a little flat brush on my face powder and just clean it up on the edges. So yeah, I think this lipstick is really cute. It's like my favorite like Spice color, but it has like the actual lipstick itself, it has kind of a moisturizing matte finish. It's not completely matte, and I kind of have like a little bit of a shine glossy thing on my top lip, which I don't like because it just like, I don't know, it creates like a weird highlight that I don't like. So I am going to completely mattify this lipstick using some translucent powder. So I like to just take some powder on a little brush and then just tap it lightly on my lips, and you see how it kind of just fixed that little shine up at the top. So now for the last step, I'm just going to use the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. I think I've used this like a long time ago, but I don't really remember. I definitely like to use a lot of setting spray because of how much powder and stuff I use on my face. I like to really melt it in and make it look a little bit more skin-like. But yeah, you guys, this is my finished drugstore full glam look. There was definitely some hits and some misses throughout this whole video. I do think I have found like some new favorite drugstore products though, like the mascara was bomb. Some of the Wet n Wild cheek products were actually really bomb. So hopefully you guys found some new products that you can try or maybe rediscover. And yeah, overall I think the look came out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think about the look down below and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. and make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!